Hey guys, I'm going to walk you through how to create your famous American project in Google Slides. So once you open your document from your Google Classroom, it should open up this really boring looking slide that I've created for you that has the outline of all the questions from your determining importance research. So it's all there for you, and you just have to edit it. So I'm going to do an example of famous American just so that you can see. I'm going to do Barack Obama because Barack Obama is not one of the famous Americans you need to know, and so you can't copy me. So I'm going to add in my famous American's name and my name, and I'm going to leave it all the way boring because I'm going to be able to change it later. But the most important thing is I can get all my information into my slides before I start changing things. So I'm going to be able to use all of these fun different things later. But again, got to get your information in first. Information first, friends. Okay, so I have my title slide. I can come and I can do, again, it's going to have all of the information from your research paper. So the first question was, what was his or her family background? So you can change that to be whatever you want, family background. You can add whatever header you want, or you can leave it as the question, whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to add in my information. For this slide, I think maybe I'll do bullet points. So if you come up here to this taskbar at the top, the dots with the lines is a bulleted list. So if you click that, it'll create little bullets for you. So I can just add my information, born in Hawaii on August 4th, 1961. His dad was from Kenya and his mom was from Kansas. Yeah, that's good for that one. I'm just going to quickly add information because this is y'all's project. I just want to show you what to do. So for this one, maybe I'll just do schooling. And I'll write a sentence for this one. So President Obama went to Harvard Law School and became a lawyer. Let's see. Important experiences. Maybe I'll just write important experiences. And then I'll do that he was elected a senator for Illinois. Oops. Okay, so if you ever see these red squiggly lines, it means that you spelled something wrong. So if you want to fix it, you don't have to, just do your best with spelling, but if you want to try to fix it, you can click on it and then two-finger click and it should open this window. And up at the top it'll say, did you mean? And it'll give you suggestions of spellings. So yeah, that's how I should have spelled senator. I was going too fast. And then this is Illinois. So you can right click and then it'll give you some suggestions. You don't have to do that, but it's an option there for you. What contributions did he, not a she, he make? I'll leave it like that. I'm going to do another bulleted list for this one. So I'm going to write that he was our 44th president of the United States. He was elected for 2 terms, and he wrote a book. He wrote a bunch of books, actually, but we'll leave it like that. What type of person was he? All right, he was brave. He was the first Black president. Again, you're going to have a lot more information than me, but I just want to quickly be able to show you. Fun facts, he has 2 daughters. I don't know. So now that I have all my information in, I can start making it fun. So I can come back to my title page, and over on this sidebar, it says themes. There's a bunch of different options of themes that you can pick. So you can kind of click around and it'll, obviously once you click it, it'll change your layout for all of your slides. So you can click around and see what you like best. And once you click it, it'll change it for all of them. So Oh, I kind of like that one. It's boring. I like that one. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that, and then I can click around and I can see how it changed. I can move things if I want. I can make my information larger by coming up here and clicking my font size. I can change the color that my text is. I can come up and I can click insert and go to image. If you click search the web, a little bar will appear here on the slide where you can actually just search for things. So like he was from Hawaii, so maybe I'll put in a picture of Hawaii. Once you click it, you can come and click insert and it'll automatically go into your slide, which is kind of cool. Let's see, schooling, Harvard Law School. I'm going to add another picture for that one. Oop, not Howard. Gotta make sure it's spelled right or it won't search it correctly. Can add in one of the Harvard school buildings. If you want to, and it'll pre-populate it in based on the size of the image, but if you come up to the corners, you can resize it. So did you see how you can kind of like see the box that's created here? And you can figure out how big you want it. And then you can sort of move it around. If you have the text box open, it might be harder to click. You might accidentally like move your text box. So just make sure that you are selecting what you want to select by seeing this blue box around the edge. I might leave that one blank. Maybe I'll just make it bigger or change the font of my title. You can do it however you want. Maybe here, I haven't had a picture. Maybe on the title page, I should have a picture of him actually. Barack Obama. That's nice. Remember, I have to make sure that it's selected by that little check mark, and then I can click insert. And I can change the size. I don't want to cover any of my text. And I need to make sure that I don't have any on this gray part, because once I click present to show my class, you'll only see what's in the box itself. This gray part will get cut off. So make sure it's all the way on. Let's insert another picture here. Let's do Barack Obama book. Oh, him signing something. Maybe that would be good for that page. Looks very important there. I'll leave that one. And then maybe for this one, I'll do like a picture of his family. So let's do Obama family. That's nice. Remember, make sure the blue check is there. Click insert. And you can readjust. And I think that looks good. So you can go and you can change your fonts, your colors, add pictures. If you want to add additional text box, you can come and click this little T, his family. Or I can come and I can add a shape, like a little call out. And then if you double click in it, you can type, I'm married to Michelle. I can change the font and the size. Actually, that font's a little hard to read, so I don't want to pick that one. I want to make sure that it's really easy for my class when I'm presenting. So we'll leave it like that. And I think that looks good. So when I'm done, I'll kind of click through, make sure everything looks good. I don't want to add anything. And I'm going to practice going over it for my presentation. Now, if I have to exit out and move on before I'm finished any day, you can always exit out, and then the next day you can go into your Rapid Identity and click Google Drive, and it'll go ahead and open up and it'll show you your project again. So don't worry about that. You don't have to save it. That's the awesome thing about Google, is you can reopen it anytime you need it and nothing should have changed. If you accidentally delete a box and you're like, oh no, don't worry, you can click this undo button here and it'll redo it. Or if you're like, no, I wanted it, you can redo your undo. So those are really handy tools. You can change your box colors. There's a lot of different options up here, but remember, you can only play with this stuff once all of your information is put in. And then make sure you move things around so that it looks good, because that is something that you are going to be graded on. So make sure you take a look at your checklist and ask if you have any questions.